leaders say results of last week's annual Lex count, a point-in-time count of Lexington's homeless population, showed a large decrease in the number of homeless people in the city. But LEX 18's Catherine Collins found that at least one shelter director disagrees with the results.
Lexington's Office of Homelessness Prevention and Intervention calls it a snapshot of the city's homeless population. One night a year, volunteers go out to count the number of people staying in emergency shelters, in transitional housing, or on the streets. According to the results of this year's Lex count, there was a 12.5% decrease in the number of homeless people compared to last year. 603 people were staying in emergency shelters and 31 people were unsheltered.
I don't want people to get the impression that homelessness doesn't exist anymore. I mean, you can look around here and see that there are a lot of people in our facility.
David Chad is the director of programs at the Hope Center shelter. He says he believes the decrease is because of a new effort to get people into permanent housing, but he says there's still work to be done.
Homelessness will always be an issue. Our goal is just to make sure that it's brief and that people get into housing as quickly as they can.
But Ginny Ramsey, director of the Catholic Action Center, says the numbers don't reflect her reality.
If we were to do a true count, we wouldn't leave out those who are incarcerated, those who are in the hospital, and those particularly in addiction programs.
The city's director of the Office of Homelessness Prevention and Intervention, Polly Ruddick, told me federal guidelines require them not to include those people in the count. She says Lex count is just a piece of the data that determines funding and resources in the city. In Lexington, Catherine Collins, LEX 18 News.